Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of season 2 here in the Achieve and Leave. Today we face two of our biggest opponents. Certainly the two biggest we faced so far, and potentially two of the biggest we may face all season. It's Inter and Barcelona today. Also got Champions League games against PSV, La Liga games against Getafe and Levante, and a Copa del Rey game against Sevilla. To be fair, Sevilla, one of the biggest teams we'll face in Spain as well. So one of the biggest we'll face internationally, European-wise, and one of the biggest we'll face domestically in Barcelona and Sevilla. Behind Barcelona, obviously, but not as far behind as Getafe or Levante. So it's going to be a difficult episode, but hopefully we can come out on top. Diego Costa has dropped a rating to 84, and Diego Godin has also done the same to 86. I am tempted, in the not too distant future, to drop Diego for Sergio Aguero, and also drop Godin for Jerome Boateng. I shall continue on at present with the starting lineup as it stands, but we might be making a change sooner rather than later. I didn't realise I'd set up a rotation squad. I don't recall setting up a rotation squad at all. I think actually that's been set up by the game, or is that remembering my rotation squad from the Chelsea save? I actually never even noticed that I had a rotation thing in there, to be completely honest. Regardless, we're going to continue with the 4-2, and we'll take on Inter Milan. They beat PSV in their first Champions League game. We beat who's the other team in our group? Dinamo Zagreb in our first Champions League game. It is probably going to be a straight fight between ourselves and Inter for top of the group, and a win in this first game against them would go a long way to helping secure that. Right, Inter's starting lineup. Sami Handanovic in goal as expected. Keep an eye on their left back. Not actually Ryan Bertrand on the bench, but Felipe Luis in their starting 11. That's where he's ended up in this save. Emil Forsberg in at cam as well from Leipzig. A couple of unfamiliar names in Inter shirts for this one. Not sure how this will go. They're a very good side, and we haven't really faced too much of a test so far in this season. But we couldn't possibly have gotten off to a better start. Antoine Griezmann makes it 1-0 with just 2.5 minutes on the clock. That was a dreamy finesse effort into the top corner. If Diego Costa's finesse shots really don't work, Griezmann's really do. What a lovely goal. Okay, round the corner to Vasalco. There's Costa. Drops the shoulder well. Griezmann is there. Diego still forward in support. Griezmann. Oh, cut out well by Brozovic. That's a nice ball actually to Forsberg. He's got Lautaro Martinez ahead of him. Thankfully, Luca Hernandez has the pace to close Forsberg down. We won't find ourselves conceding a chance on goal or a goal itself. Diego could play the ball around the corner here to Thomas Lemar. We might be scoring a second ourselves, but we won't. Good save by Sami Handanovic. He's going to be difficult to beat. That first goal was a bit of a freak finesser. Certainly don't think Sami Handanovic will be conceding multiple versions of that goal. Get that to Lemar. Bit of footwork maybe. And we cut back. Luca Hernandez. There's Diego. Shows some strength. Good lad. Koke out of his feet. Blocked well by Forsberg. There'll be a corner. Lemar will deliver towards the near post. Who's underneath that? Not sure who it was that was underneath that. Perisic by the looks of things. Another corner. Lemar again. Godin! Off the line. I'm not sure whether it was keeper or defender or both. But it has stayed out. That up looking for Griezmann. He didn't have anyone with him when I played the ball. Defender closed him down there. Almeida quickly to Lautaro Martinez. Angola looking for the man through the middle again. But we've played it away well. Chelsea Martinez to Diego. He should hold it up well. Griezmann will play that round the corner. And we will get it out wide here to Thomas Lemar. Almeida quite pacey though. And good in the tackle too, evidently. Making sure that we don't come away with the ball. Forsberg rather uncharacteristically gives the ball away. Diego to Saul. Bit of space here for Koke. Let's try Finessa. Deflected. Handanovic deals with that well. He could have already committed to the save. and seen that just fly helplessly past him into the top corner. Unfortunately for me, and luckily for him, that wasn't the case. Forsberg to Kandreva, inside to Brozovic. Kandreva again. Forsberg delivers. Oh, it's perfectly weighted. It's a good save by Oblak, who's back up to make the double save as well. Superb goalkeeping at both ends so far in this game. Handanovic denying Thomas Lemar earlier on from what was quite a clear-cut chance. And then Oblak now making the double save just before half-time to ensure that we keep our lead. Forsberg out-muscled by 2 players. I get lucky there. Perisic on the overlap there, Felipe Luis. Does love to get forward as a wing-back. Forsberg across here to Lautaro Martinez. Ball is on, looking for Kandreva, but we've dealt with it well. Lemar helps that away. Just knock that back and then out wide. Felipe Luis still out of position. We'll look for Chelsea. Martins in behind, who I believe is just onside. And there's plenty of people in the middle to aim for. And Skriniar heads away. I'm actually going to take Diego Costa off now. I think for the next game onwards, I'm going to be starting Aguero over Diego. He just hasn't... In the simulated games, he's been great, banging the goals in. When I've played with him, not the case. Not the case at all, unfortunately. So I think that'll be what I'll do. I'll sim with Costa, but play with Aguero. Felipe Luis. Throw back there to Skriniar. Looped out wide to Lautaro Martinez. Through the gap there to Kandreva, but his touch lets him down. He could play Nangalan through that gap. Lautaro Martinez does get it to Nangalan, but he tries to play the extra pass, and that's given us the opportunity to pick up possession and go away on the counter, which is what we will do at some pace. Not rapid, but fairly brief counter-attack. Salco into the middle. Oh, Griezmann outside of his right foot. If he'd have volleyed that with his left, maybe would have stood a better chance of scoring. I'm not sure. Lemar with the delivery. Koke underneath it, maybe no. Vecino underneath it and heads it away. 7.5 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for us to try and get a second to kill it off. Griezmann could be the one that's underneath that, but was never going to reach him, unfortunately. And Longo will bring it away for Inter. He's literally just come on. They've not been too dangerous, he says, as they're on the counter-attack. They've not been too dangerous, Inter. I have felt fairly comfortable when dealing with their attacks. It's a good delivery by Felipe Luis, and Thomas can only head behind for a corner. Things are getting dangerous late on, though. Kandreva to deliver into the middle. And Skriniar! Oblak up well to claim. It was a good header from the centre-back. Does look like we're going to get the win, though, and go 3 points clear at the top of the group. Schalke into Jelson. Forward to Griezmann. Around the corner to Thomas. Thomas to Thomas. And into the middle. Oh, Aguero is waiting. Win that header. And that should guarantee us the victory. There we go. Referee blows the final whistle. Oh, a 1-0 victory against Inter. That was hard fought. We had to rely on Jan Oblak making an incredible double save that apparently doesn't even make the highlight reel. Not sure about that. Lyon 3, Chelsea 1. Hello. PSV beat Dinamo Zagreb, so we're on 6. Inter and PSV are on 3, and Zagreb are on 0 points. At this stage, it's Levante next. We shall simulate that. Of course, the other games we want to play are... Oh, I've got to submit an England squad. Fine. The games we'll play in this episode are Inter, Sevilla in the Copa del Rey, and Barcelona, for obvious reasons. But we'll simulate this game away from home against Levante. Like I say, I'm going to simulate with Costa and sneeze. And I'm going... Bless me. And I'm going to play with Aguero. Oh, apologies. Seoul, 1-0 Atletico Madrid. Oh, Simon, 1-1. Never mind. Got a bit carried away. Can we have some goals rather than just yellow cards, please? Maybe? Hello? Scott. No, I meant for us, not for Levante. Thank you, Koke. And another, please. No. Okay, a 2-2 draw against Levante. Not overly impressive. We still sit top of the table, though, on 8, after 8 games even, on 20 points, with Barcelona sat there with us. It was Rossi we trained last, so it'll be Edwards we train next. And then, I believe, a couple of England friendlies that I shall simulate off camera and then just show you the results of, because who cares about international friendlies in FIFA? It's hard enough to care about them in real life, let alone on a video game. Arsenal have offered me 12.6 million for Santiago Arias. He rejected the move to AC Milan. Inter Milan wouldn't agree any sort of fee. Can we agree a fee with Arsenal? They're in the Premier League, so should be flush with cash. I shall counter 20. Right. I shall counter 18.5. And they'll accept. Okay, great. Well, hopefully Santiago Arias will leave us now at the beginning of January, and then we'll be able to bring in another... Oh, Joaquin's... Oh, I thought for a minute it was going to be Arias' transfer talks breaking down that quickly. Joaquin's transfer talks break down. Okay, fine. We'll hopefully move Santiago Arias on, bring another right back in, and who cares about these friendlies? We're just going to sim. It's a 1-1 draw. Amazing. I said I'd do this off camera, but I'm here now, so I might as well do it now. Arias sold. He will join Arsenal on the 1st of January. We will for sure be signing a new right back in the January transfer window. Right, it's Getafe next. We could go joint top again with a win. 1-3-1 against South Africa, just for information, just to keep you up to speed. But yes, we could go top again with a win here at home against Getafe. I'm really frustrated that so far the away games we've simulated haven't resulted in decent results. Got a draw against Eibar, and then a draw earlier on in the month against Levante. Not good enough. Certainly might sway which games I play and which ones I simulate. In other series, most notably the RTG, it hasn't really mattered that much which way round we simmed, but evidently in this save, it's certainly making a difference. We get a 3-1 win at home against Getafe. Antoine Griezmann gets 2. It's PSV next in the Champions League. I will be simulating that as well and having a little bit of a fiddle about with the squad. So I'll go and do that, and I'll see you in a second. Right, let's go and sim PSV away. I'm actually utilising that rotation squad now. So we'll be playing a 4-3-2-1. But it should be a strong enough team to still be able to cope with the threats of the Dutch side, the Dutch team. Oblak, Arias, Edwards, Boateng, Johnny, Mensah, Rodri, Partey, or Thomas, and then Correa, Vitolo, and Balotelli as a forward 3. And it is the Italian that's given the Spanish a 1-0 lead against the Dutch. But Pereira equalises, so it doesn't matter. Felix gave them a 2-1 lead before Angel Correa pulled it back just 60 seconds later. Godin on for Johnny, strangely. Sent at left back, that's odd. And it is to be a 2-2 draw against PSV. We'll stay top of the table with that, with regards to the Champions League, but I would presume, I didn't actually look on the bottom right, I would presume in to beat Dinamo Zagreb, which would mean our lead at the top of the table is simply just a single point. We shall be playing against Barcelona away from home. And actually, I'm going to take Diego Costa out for Sergio Aguero. Actually, no, because when I simulate, I'm going to want Diego Costa in. I can take Costa out for Aguero on the next screen, can't I? That's what I'll do. Right, Barcelona away from home coming up next. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal for Barcelona. Albert Umtiti, John Stones and Hector Bellerin. On the right-hand side of the defence, Milinkovic-Savic, as well as Busquets and Rakitic. That's a strong midfield. Coutinho, Suarez and Dembele up top. No Lionel Messi, even on the bench. Where is he? Busquets, tackled by Koke. Drops to Jordi Alba, though. Well, he's a bit quick. Jordi Alba. Oh, what a cross. Oh, and Godin missed it. Come on, Diego, you're better than that. Don't do that to me, otherwise you'll find yourself being left out for Jerome Boateng. I can't quite believe he missed that. That was such a simple bring down for him. Aguero just beats the defender there, and we've slotted through Griezmann. John Stones closing me down. Oh, but gets the tackle on Griezmann as he tries to turn. Lamar will deliver. It's a good delivery. Koke's up, as is Sergio Busquets. Hernandez gets that first. So there to Gelson Martins. Here's Koke. Cleared away. And Felipe Coutinho. Jordi Alba into the middle, but given away. There's a bit of space there for Thomas Lemar. Gets a touch away, and the shot was poor, though. I put more power on it than that, I'm sure. Coutinho inside to Busquets, and here's Luis Suarez with Sergio Busquets again. I was Milinkovic-Savic there, sorry. I saw Sergey and read Sergio. Bellerin down the right-hand side. He's going to be hard to catch. Thankfully, he can't cross. Aguero back there to Koke. Bit of space here for Saul. Even more space, though, for Thomas Lemar, who will drill it into the middle. Oh! If it weren't for the interception of John Stones, we'd have been 1-0 up. If only he'd have done that in the World Cup, then maybe England might not have been knocked out by Croatia. John Stones defensively alert there. Lemar inside nicely to Saul. Griezmann looking for Saul again. Oh, but Sergio Busquets tracks back. Sergio Aguero nearly slipped in there, but that's going to be their throw. Very hard fought result so far. Oh, but mistakes creeping in from Barcelona. Aguero drops his shoulder. Tries to get the shot away, but can't. Coming forward again, Barcelona. Rakitic can deliver good balls into the box, and he has done again. Jimenez doesn't deal with that properly, but Vasalko does. And we might well find ourselves at 0-0 at half-time unless Barcelona score here, which they could do from this free kick. It is going to be taken well past the allotted stoppage time. Luis Suarez, probably 30-plus yards out. Draws a good save from Oblak, but that would have been one hell of a free kick if it had gone in. Rakitic to deliver the corner. They still could score outside of the allotted stoppage time. I know it's supposed to be a minimum of 2 minutes. But still, when it's a minimum of 2 and you're in the 50th, you really think it's gone too far. Thankfully, we didn't concede. It's still 0-0, but that was nervous. Jordi Alba down the line. Picked off well by Vasalko. Oh, Gelson, you've got to be better than that. Probably a good old battle for pace between Gelson Martins and Ousmane Dembele, to be fair. I'd like to see that in an open foot race. Suarez to Busquets, to Dembele, to Busquets. Rakitic played in. And Busquets gets the better of Saul. Here's Ousmane Dembele, could use either foot. Milinkovic-Savic. Coutinho. Dembele. Oh! Good save, Oblak. Trying to catch the keeper out there. The Serb. Caught me out as well. I really didn't expect him to shoot. Ousmane Dembele with the delivery whipped in. Gelson Martins is able to head away. Jordi Alba will try and recover it for Barca. Busquets to Milinkovic-Savic, out to Dembele, Jordi Alba, Busquets, sorry, Milinkovic-Savic. Keep getting those two mixed up. Once there's Sergio, once there's Sergey. When it just flashes on your screen briefly, and they're two big physical guys, it's quite easy to get mixed up. Half an hour to go here. Hard to call a winner, to be fair. Hard to call a winner. We'll bring Boateng on. Might try and freshen things up as well out wide. I'll bring Joaquin. I want to say Joaquin Correa. It's not. It's Angel Correa on the left for Thomas Lemar. And we'll see if we can make some difference there. Aguero will use the left back first. Then look for Angel Correa, who's come off the bench here and could race away to give us a 1-0 lead. Angel Correa. Oh, has caught the keeper out. I thought he was going to take it with his left and go across goal. That's what I was intending to do when I hit the shoot button. But he's gone for the near post. And Marc-Andre ter Stegen didn't read it. The pace of Angel Correa makes the difference off the bench. He almost took a little jink to the left before doing the little hop that keepers do on FIFA. Just there. He hops, but then can't keep it out. Beaten at his near post, ter Stegen. Disappointing from the goalkeeper, but we have a 1-0 lead against our main title rivals. Real Madrid haven't been keeping pace so far. It's been ourselves, Barcelona and Valencia at the top of the table. After this, it'll be Sevilla that we face next. They're another top side in the league, but for now, it's Barcelona that are behind. That's Alba given away. It's poor from Barcelona. It's also poor from me. Milinkovic-Savic down to Coutinho. Jordi Alba inside. Good football from Barcelona, but they're not going anywhere. Most importantly, here's Ousmane Dembele. They may have had to change the formation. Dembele keeps popping up in a central position. Luis Suarez gets that back to Sergio Busquets. If he scores from 40 yards, I'm done. What he does do is find an ingenious pass for Ivan Rakitic to bring Barcelona back level. I would very much like to see a replay of that pass. Busquets. That's such a Barcelona ball, isn't it? Playing it dead straight so the man can rush through. And then with the outside of his foot, it's a great finish from Rakitic. Oblak doesn't stand a chance. They've equalised Barcelona. And for the time being, We are locked at 1-1 with just 10 minutes to go. Aguero quickly forward to Griezmann though, and he's done well to get away from the defenders. He'll go again, Antoine Griezmann, and he's in behind. Antoine Griezmann on his left foot. We're in front again. Scenes at the Nou Camp. Danny Sharp is out and ready for business. Antoine Griezmann makes it Barcelona 1, Atletico Madrid 2. Thank you, Antoine. Turns inside on his left and then scoops it over the onrushing keeper. I had to make sure I got it onto his left there, and he's done brilliantly. And then to lift it, oh, it did hit the keeper on the arm. That's why it looped a little bit higher, but not able to keep it out. They equalised in the 80th. They were behind again in the 83rd. We're going clear at the top of La Liga. Into Rakitic. That's Bellerin again. Rakitic. Bellerin. Nice little drop of the shoulder. Great cross. Much better than his one earlier on in the game. Paulinho nods that down to Rakitic, but we've stolen it away. Counter-attack is on. I'll actually use Correa first. Oh, it's Bellerin that's with me. I'm not going to accelerate away from him, am I? What I could do with someone on the right-hand side, but Gelson Martins has found himself tucked in a narrow position. We'll look for Griezmann, who ran. I'm not sure if he was onside or not. The answer was yes, but I can't get the cross in. But there's the final whistle. Victory away from home against Barcelona, thanks to Griezmann's winner 7 minutes from time. We had to rely on Oblak to make a couple of saves. Ter Stegen was disappointing for them, especially with our first. That should put us 3 points clear at the top of the La Liga table. We can't tell yet because we've got a game against Sevilla next. Griezmann's happy to do the job for the team. I'm quite happy you're doing the job for the team as well, Antoine, to be completely honest. Let's train Rossi, see if we can't get him up to 61 rated, which indeed we can. Fantastic. Right, can we? In fact, he's halfway to being 62 rated as well. That's brilliant. Right, Sevilla up next in the round of 32 at the Copa del Rey. Followed by Sevilla in the league as well. Vitolo had an offer accepted of 18.8 million. It's not giving me these emails about players rejecting the contract terms, which is really frustrating. I don't recall it doing it for Arias either when AC Milan talks broke down there. But we shall negotiate with Roma for Vitolo now. We were able to get 18.8 accepted in a previous deal. Can we get 20 accepted here? I'd like to get a little bit more if I can. Of course, he is 29 years of age, so we shall try and get... Well, we won't try and be too bullish, but they'll accept 19, Roma, and hopefully that will be Vitolo out the door. We're going to have a decent amount of money to spend in January. We've Sevilla in the league, Sevilla in the cup, followed by Sevilla in the league. Vallejo's also leaving us. This will be the last game of the episode. At home this time. First time we've faced anyone in the Copa del Rey. Hopefully, it won't be the last. Sevilla's starting lineup. Rico in goal. Simon Kier at centre-back alongside Nanon? I don't know how to pronounce that. As well as Amadou. They're playing a 3-5-2. Interesting formation from Sevilla. Certainly something I've not played against on FIFA for a very long time. I have no idea how to approach playing a formation like this. So I shall just play my normal game and hope that it works. Diego Costa. Straight down the throat of the keeper. At least we started with a chance. That's promising at least. Simeone down the right-hand side for Sevilla. Just staying with him. Thomas gets back to get rid of that. Boateng does well to get the secondary ball away. Lamar just has to hold fort for the moment. He's kept his run going there to Lamar, but then he's run a long way offside. Diego will get that to Griezmann. We'll look for Thomas. I just needed to get to that first just to poke it for Lamar to get onto. So nice ball looking for Jesus Navas, but he's not going to be able to deal with the physicality of Luca Hernandez, that's for sure. Lamar into Thomas. Sweeping that forward, looking for Antoine Griezmann. Started his career as a left winger out at Malaga, Griezmann. Similarly to Isco, before moving to a central role. Win that, please. So he is used to playing out there, although not quite so much recently. We'll get it into Diego Costa, out of his feet. I'm just not getting on with Diego Costa. I really hoped that I would, but I can't seem to do much with him. I definitely gravitate much more towards a more nimble striker. Occasionally, I can get on well with a player that is of Diego Costa's ilk, like Charlie Austin in the Southampton series last year. But unfortunately, it just isn't clicking with me and the Spaniard right now. Okay, nicely to Gelson. Diego. Nice turn. Oh, but the pass is left wanting. It's going to drop back to Diego and his shot's blocked and it will skew away for a corner. Really not having a good time with things this season under my tutelage, Diego Costa. In the simmed games, he's probably my top goal scorer. In the played games, I don't think I've put the ball into the back of the net once with him. Until now, of course, that is. Diego Costa makes it Atletico Madrid 1, Sevilla 0. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, down to Thomas. Had a man on his shoulder. We'll get that inside to Diego. Drops deep a lot, Diego Costa, as well. I don't mind that when I've got two up top. The problem is he doesn't have the pace to get forward again. Someone who does have the pace to get forward is Gelson Martins. Oh, Griezmann. Off the post. So close. Diego, Thomas looking for Thomas Lemar but can't find him. So close to 2-0. Thomas can't get to that first and now we might be in trouble. Zonas lays it across here to Eva Banega. Jesus Navas isn't as quick as he used to be, but he's still pretty rapid. Simone back to Amadou, and thankfully we appear to have slowed them up enough, and then they've given us the ball back. Still 1-0. Looks like that will be the way it'll end in the first half. Oh, until Simeone made that mistake, and now they really are in trouble. I see Diego at the back post. We'll look for him. It's well cleared away by a defender. Koke, get that under control. Get away from the man that's with you. And let fly. That didn't really fly. It crawled. Thomas around the corner there to Koke. Let's dink that to Diego. I'm sure it reaches him. He's found Griezmann well, but Simon Kier puts in a great tackle. Eva Banega looking to counter. Try and outmuscle him with Diego Costa. I'm giving it a go. Is that our throw as well? It's not. It's theirs. Banega with a throw back to Nyano. Ball played forward and simple for Jose Maria Jimenez. Costa just chested that down to Koke. Great technique on the pass, but can't find its recipient. And now Jesus Navas could punish us for giving the ball away. Down the line looking for Simeone, who was onside, I believe. Dinks it in and Jose Maria Jimenez gets it away. Lemar forward to Griezmann. He's on his own. Just try and turn back. Or to flick that up rather than just turn on the floor. And unfortunately, it's not quite worked. But they've turned straight into Diego Costa. And you don't outmuscle him too easily. Space for Thomas Lemar around the outside on the left. We'll look for Diego in the middle. There he is. No, there was Nyano. Was it with a header? No, it was Diego. Oh, Diego. I'd have thought of anyone on the pitch, you would have been the man to tuck that home. Only 63 jumping on Diego Costa and 82 heading accuracy. I certainly expected that to be much better. Let's bring on Sergio Aguero. See if we can't get a second to try and finish them off. Done well to get past Aguero there. He's lumped it towards Jesus Navas. Of all the people on the field that probably won't win a header, Jesus Navas is right up there. Griezmann. Try and time it right to Thomas to get him in behind Amadou, and we've done that well. And he's turned brilliantly too, and I've got support over here from Koke, and they've left Gelson Martins all alone. But we're not going to make them pay for doing so. He struck it well enough, it just wasn't well enough aimed towards that bottom corner. They've taken Simeone off. They made a couple of changes, Sevilla, to this point in the game, but nothing that they've made, or no alterations that they've made so far, have actually made a noticeable difference in how they're playing. If anything, they're actually playing worse than they were with the original 11. Koke again looking for Lemar around the corner. This time we don't have Diego Costa to aim to, so I will try and bring it back central. There's Sergio Aguero. What a block from Amadou out of nowhere. Luis Muriel, their final change then. Loft that back looking for Koke. Find Vasalco. Turns well. There's Thomas Partey. Griezmann's there. Drop one way and then the other. Trying to get it on his left but can't find the space. Koke. Oh, it's good football. Perhaps I should have played the extra pass to Griezmann. I didn't want to overplay it. And in the end, perhaps I underplayed it. And now I might be in trouble going the other way. Jesus Navas just trying to slow him up by throwing a body in front of him. And we've done that well. Brought on Quincy Promes as well as Luis Muriel. Promes came on earlier, so they've brought masses of pace onto the pitch in those two. But it hasn't had the opportunity, or they haven't had the opportunity with those fast players to cause us any problems. Gelson Martins is played in. I'll just lift it into the middle, and Griezmann will get there first. Lemar will keep it in. Thomas can't win the header. Aguero's underneath it. Thomas with a header again, but that was crap. Luca Hernandez inside to Sergio Aguero. Given straight to Eva Banega. Jesus Navas to Roque Mesa to Luis Muriel. Where's he going? Oh, to Eva Banega's where he's going. Nice block by Jerome Boateng. We will clear it. Aguero acrobatically gets it to Gelson Fernandez. Thomas on the breakaway. Again, there's space for Thomas Lemar. Seems to always be open on this left-hand side. We haven't actually finished any move off, I don't think. We'll get that around the corner looking for Aguero, but Nyanion's in the way. And then he's giving it straight back to the Frenchman. And again, Lemar in space. Hit it early. Oh, he's unlucky. I thought if I hit it early, I'll catch the keeper out and he won't be set. As it happens, he wasn't. Well, I just couldn't quite get it in that bottom corner. And the throw is wasted, but that should be game over. It is. We're through to the next round of the Copa del Rey thanks to a single goal to 0 victory at home against Sevilla. At least I believe we're through. I'm not sure if that was just the first leg, thinking about it, because sometimes, or most rounds actually, as far as I can remember, in the Copa del Rey are actually over 2 legs. I will double check. Have a look at the fixture list. We've got Sevilla again next in the league. And then we do have them in the Cup again at the beginning of December. So, no, we're not through in the Copa del Rey yet. But we've Sevilla and then Valencia and probably PSV or Dinamo Zagreb. Probably PSV, considering I haven't played them yet. I have played Zagreb. That'll be the 3 games that we play tomorrow. For now, though, thanks to that victory over Barcelona, we find ourselves a point clear of Valencia and 3 points clear of Barcelona. We're unbeaten so far this season. Valencia have only lost 1. Barca have only lost to me. And Real have also only lost 1, although they've drawn 4 of their opening 10. They certainly need to start winning games if they're to challenge for the title. We don't play them until December, I don't think. We don't play them until January. Our first game against Real Madrid is January. Then we play them again in February. Okay, big games in the new year. But for now, I'm very happy with the way that this Atletico Madrid series, or save, season is going in the Achieve and Leave series and save. We're only here for 1 year, so we might as well try and win as much as we can. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. There'll be a career mode RTG video out later on this afternoon, and I'll see you in that one.